This is News Fighters,
where we fight the news
so you don't have to.
with Dylan Behan.
Yes, hello, welcome to News Fighters, a somewhat humorous look back at the week in Australian news, politics and media, presented by me, Dylan Behan, the Joe Manchin of news comedy. But first up, it's a special day because today marks the end of Melbourne's 6th lockdown.
Now, excited Melburnians are counting down to midnight for the start of Freedom Friday.
The countdown to Freedom Friday. Freedom Friday.
Yes, Freedom Friday. Of course, they had to do everything a bit more formally than us up here in Sydney, where we just called it.
This morning, Freedom Day in Sydney. Finally, Freedom Day has arrived.
Yes, so excited. Hip hip hooray, it's a Freedom Day.
But of course, there was one place everyone wanted to head to on Freedom Day.
As the clock struck midnight, Sydney's pub doors were thrown open.
In fact, every man and his dog is here at the pub today, enjoying the atmosphere.
Who thought we'd be doing a live cross into the news to tell you that pubs are open and there are people inside?
This is probably the best day of my life, I want to be honest, but...
The best day of your life.
It's good to be back.
Is it good to be back?
Bloody
And if you're wondering why everyone's going to the pub, well, supposedly it tastes better coming out of a dirty tap.
Beers taste better on tap, so good to be back.
A beer on tap, it just tastes better.
Ah, yes, great to be out of lockdown. Sorry, what, $11 for a schooner? I think I'll just get a 6-pack and go sit in the park again like I did for the last few weeks. That was much cheaper. Yes, but it wasn't just the schooner glassware people were excited for.
Cafes, pubs, clubs, restaurants are all open again, serving people inside. They're finally able to sit down and eat off ceramic plates again.
Yes, that's right, 100 days without ceramic plates, and don't I know it. This whole lockdown, I was eating with my hands out of a hole in the ground. But it wasn't just the pub. People were also keen to get down to the shops and buy some much-needed essential items.
What are you looking to buy today?
I'm just looking to buy everything, basically, because I'm here after 4 months.
Yes, hello, shopkeeper. One of everything, please. And then this week, on October the 18th, when we finally reached 80% double dose vaccinated, finally, Sydney-siders got their culture back.
Fully vaccinated Sydney-siders finally able to savour a sip standing up.
I think it's really a big part of our Australian culture to be able to stand up at a bar and have a beer.
Yes, a part of Australian culture. France is known for its fashion, Italy for its Renaissance art, Denmark for its architecture and design, and you know, in Australia, we're the home of drinking standing up. Put that on our tourist brochures for our next Tourism Australia campaign. You want culture? Come to Australia, the home of drinking standing up. What's that? You want to see the Opera House of the Great Barrier Reef? Nah, overrated, mate. Have you tried standing and drinking a VB? That's real Aussie culture right there. Meanwhile, the new New South Wales Premier Dominic Perrottet couldn't even get his head or tongue around the fact that pubs were reopening.
He's just not opening for the time since we've been closed during lockdown.
Speaking of state premiers, Western Australian Premier Mark McGowan sent his congratulations to us in New South Wales on us finally opening up after 100 days in lockdown.
They're all getting excited about having a haircut and drinking a beer, whereas we've been able to have haircuts and drink beers for a long period of time.
Geez, this guy, can you imagine what kind of a condolence card Mark McGowan would write? Sorry, your wife died. Not sure why you're talking about it though. My wife is still alive and we can go to the pub and get haircuts whenever we like. Alright everyone, that's the Newsfighters headlines for today. Don't forget to find complete episodes on your podcasting app or at newsfighters.com. Keep fighting and bye for now.